Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Zookers? Exciting time. All very exciting stuff. Yes, are you going to be streaming until the timer is done?
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
A long time to stream.
Well, I was originally in Octopath from adding time. 3 a.m.
When does the 1 month period end?
Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well. It's Monday again. Unfortunately, the week has begun again. No more weekend. No more Elden Ring. Hey, guys, welcome in. Doing all right, doing all right. You know, kind of excited to continue on the game. Also kind of wish you done with Elden Ring? No, of course not. What do you mean done with Elden Ring? We gotta beat the beat the original game, and then we gotta do the DLC. We've got so much to do. I was done with the Elden Ring yesterday for the day. But not for everything. No. I'm not blue balling you guys at the end before we get to the final boss. It's like I get... Yeah, no Elden Ring today. Because it's the week. The middle of the week, so no Elden Ring. Not that there's no more Elden Ring, period. Yeah, a little bit more Elden Ring on Sunday. But now, no more Elden Ring. Yeah. What else is there? I've been continuing to work on my light tool. It's actually nearing completion. I'm thinking of what else I can add to it. I can show it to you guys in a... Actually. It's this guy right here. So... You're able to select it by the type of light, the mobility of the light, or it can do any. And I'm also adding in the ability to select by intensity and by radius, like the light radius or the cone radius. Like if it has to be at least a certain amount or at max a certain amount, or in between the two. So if you want to find like, hey, where are all your lights that are in between, like, 100 and 1,000 intensity, you can just do in range and it'll select all of them. These buttons haven't been configured yet. You can also set lighting channels. Or search by lighting channels. So when you have lights set up, maybe you want to grab you know, specifically certain type of lights that also have have a lighting channel. On that, I added in the ability to toggle cast shadows, use temperature and set the temperature, and get the temperature, and set up lighting channels here. So you're gonna. This is all this like setting and overriding the radius, intensity, color, temperature, shadows, and lighting channels, and mobility. And here's like all selection stuff. So I think yeah, once this is like once I configure all this, because this hasn't been configured yet, it'll be pretty much done and ready. Hey Collider, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So that's the plan with that. Other than that, I've been dabbling with something kind of interesting as a concept, which is if I search material. Which is finding a way to mask basically shadows. And I want to use the idea someone is trying to figure out on in the Unreal Source Discord for PCG. I'm trying to figure out like a good way of basically spawning PCG in shadowed areas versus in lit areas. And so we've been having a discussion about that, and it's kind of an interesting thing to try to figure out how to do. Like there's multiple ways of doing it. None of them are easy. So I was like, okay, well, how do we get the light shadow information? And there's ideas that I have for that. So that might be something that I look into in the future, because I think that'd be cool. Unfortunately, this method also leaves the texture information. So it's probably going to be a combination of this post-process volume combined with overwriting the materials, combined with scene captures, combined with copying them to a actual regular texture and then reading the texture and then applying it inside a PCG to read from. It's like a whole thing. Have you seen a game called Tiny Glade? Never heard of it. Tiny Glade. Never heard of it. Let's see. Tiny Glade. Hmm? Oh. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't know what the game is. But as an environment, like, generator, it's cool. What's the game? It's just an environmental creator. Got it. Okay. Then, yeah, okay. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Small diorama builder where you doodle whimsical castles, cozy cottages, and romantic ruins. I want to do like deadly ruins. Can I do deadly ruins? I see the whimsical and stuff. Explore gridless building chemistry as the game adorns the blah, blah, blah. No management, combat, or goals. Yes, it's just literally a procedural just environment generator. Cool. Got some cold dark stuff. I see. Audio is really nice as well. Well, for your girlfriend, she loves it. It's not for me, but it's cool. Like, I'd want to know how it's done. Like, a lot of stuff I can figure out a way to do it. But yeah, it's interesting. Really cool. I'm curious what engine and stuff they're using. Nope. Does not say engine. You were super curious of how it was done, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's like 20,000 different ways to do it. I mean, doing the UI for it alone is not that easy. Just watch the dev vid, as I have no desire to actually own. But your stuff is fantastic. Yeah, like, I mean, I saw it has over 5,000 reviews, so it's done well. Hey, Brian, welcome in. Hey, hello to Argentina. And you're welcome. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay. So, today, aside from showing you guys like some stuff I've been working on, I want to rework the spawning. Right now, spawning works off of like everywhere that's loaded spawns at the same time, and that kind of overwhelms things. So that means like when you like move and you load like another big area, like multiple rooms get spawned, and that's way too much. I want things to spawn in a certain radius. Also, if I last recall, they were not being swapped to sprites when they died. Let me check that real quick. This. Like, this should happen. Unless I did something wrong at some point. Yeah, see, that didn't print. I'm getting no print strings. Did we set this up before? What happened to this? Oh, what just flew across? Okay, so that's printing. Where's it failing? It's doing this. No. Why is it not doing this? So already it's failed by here. Is it passing here? Is it failing on the moving on ground? It's failing. It's failing the not locally controlled check. Wait, but they're not locally controlled. Well, locally controlled should mean player. Yeah, okay. Is player controlled? I was under the understanding that locally controlled meant controlled by a... Why do we have death already happening? Why is death already happening? That is still not fixed, huh? I thought I fixed this. Okay, well, it's being swapped. So at least that's good. So they're being swapped and then they turn to... so if I eject and I select these guys, they're just sprites. Here. Yeah, just sprites. Well, blueprint with a sprite and some timing and stuff on that. What's happening is this floor damage. Floor damage. Make it red. Make it last for like 10 seconds. No, we're good this time. We good? No, so we don't get any floor damage. Hold on, let me just reprint the swap then. Because if it's a swapped, but we don't get the floor message, floor print string, then they're dying to something. Okay, what are they dying to? What are they dying to? I thought they were dying to floor damage, but they're not. I have such a bad habit of deleting print strings before I'm done with them. What happened? Is it a kill zone event? Kill zone. There should be no kill zone. I thought I removed the kill zones. Okay, nothing swapped. Nothing happened. Floor damage, floor damage, floor damage. Swapped. Kill zone. There we go. Lots of kill zone. Okay, what's going on? Why do we have a kill zone? I thought I removed the kill zone. One enemy dying randomly to the lava is fine. Like, they can wander in and multiple other reasons. But game mode. Oh, we still spawning the kill zone. We no longer need this kill zone. So let me just remove this. So that should fix the problem, because there should be no more kill zones. So I think what was happening is somehow they were... I see floor damage, but... No more kill zones. Oh, hold on. Floor damage, pause. Eject. Let's see if we can find the floor damage one. We're on the lookout for blood. And this is why I don't want to spawn... Look how big this place is. This is why I don't want to spawn all the mobs. I just want to spawn them like where I need them to. We'll be working on in just a second. Finding the one mob will be very difficult. I might just say screw it. There's one mob. Can I search for here, bloodburst? Ah, well, she's literally in the lava. Okay. I don't know why she's in the lava. But she's literally in the lava, okay? So it makes sense. What level is this? U vertical. If we go to U vertical, I just want to check. Yeah, it's all orange here. So, yeah. I wonder why here it connects like that. Here it doesn't. Here it does. It's not that big of a deal. But... why is it? Oh, that's the damage zone. Oops. I'm moving the wrong thing. Nav. Modify volume. That's odd. I wonder why it's like that here. Oh, is it? Wait, it's is it higher up? No, it's the same elevation. Odd. I wonder why it's like that. These have a little gap, but this area doesn't. Hey, Non, welcome in. We started learning on making games recently, specifying 2D sprite games. Never knew making games as so much fun. Yeah, when you're making your stuff, like, yourself, like, for yourself, it's always a lot of fun. Because you get to do what you want to. To a bit out of the loop, are you hand placing the spawn locations? Yes and no. So all of these markers are locations that mobs can spawn. Probably should just move this one just a little over. I need to reduce them at this point. There's no reason to have this many, because originally it was going to be one at a time. So I'll probably go through and reduce the amount of them down the line. But basically the way I have it set up is it grabs all of them in this area right now and then just says, hey, grab X amount of them and then spawn pack mobs there. Now, I want to change that right now, which is where we're going to be working on today, because right now it spawns it based on the room. Why? Okay. It spawns it based on the room, which means what happens is when I come in here, I pause and eject. This entire area that's loaded has loaded every single mob and everywhere. Even if I don't see them, even if they're too far away, it's loaded. And it's picked those locations and spawned them. So I want to change that today to be based off kind of like an area around me, or like vision based an area around me. Hey Zeke, welcome in. Best of luck. Thank you. With what? I appreciate the best of luck. I just don't know what the luck is for, but I'll take it. So yeah, let's do something about that. If I open up one of these, do I have these as their own custom thing? Their object type room manager. I could make it room manager's fine. I could make another custom object type. Or I can just make interactable. I probably will just give them an interface. So the idea that I have is I want to basically trace around me, but not constantly. I don't want to do like a constant line trace or anything. I just want it to be like on begin overlap, on end overlap type thing. And I want to try doing that with like a shape. What game I'm making right now? Roguelike, I guess. A combination basically of Binding of Isaac, maybe some Dead Cells, Hades, Path of Exile, roguelike, ARPGs. Kind of a mix mash of all that, plus a deck building. So, a little bit of everything. Kind of my own little mix. I feel like HD 2D style. Like what Square Enix made? Yeah. That's one of the inspirations for it. 2D sprite characters, 3D environment. Yeah, that's what this guy is. Okay. The characters are sprites, but the environment is 3D. So it gets lit and all that. Yep. So we got 3D effects. And of course, we have like a bunch of power-ups that all stack together. So you can get, you know, you can get some cool stuff. Like if I grab myself some stuff. Piercing. Let's go piercing. Toxic aura. Let's go freezing aspect. Yeah, so you know, now I shoot some stuff and yeah. So now I got gave myself some power ups. Oh, there we go, and we can freeze enemies. There we go. Someone got frozen. There's another frozen one because we got freezing aspect. There we go. Now we got another enough kills that we can get an actual power up. How much damage do I have right now? Oh. 17. I mean, I guess I'm doing a lot of hits at once, so makes sense. Okay. Cool. So that works. Also, ads are done, but let me quickly remove print strings. I don't need those anymore. Remove you. Remove you. Okay. So, the way I want to do this is if I go to my character, and I give myself a cone, for example, and then I parent it under my camera. And then I make it quite large. Question 1. Can I still see? Oops. Okay. Collisions. Custom. Just overlap everything. Don't collide with anything. Okay, let's do actor hidden game. That'll be easier. Okay. Oh. when I play, it immediately overlaps this. Hold on. Let me change the let's say ignore everything and then overlap room manager. Okay. Hey, Jesus Freak, welcome in. Money's going all well. All well. Yeah, all right. I guess all well is kind of works too. Also, hello, holy crap. I don't know if I said that out loud. I saw it. I feel like I might have said it in my head. But welcome, holy crap. In case I didn't say it out loud. 9 color days, helicopter. You know, the pilots have hit transmission lines, and half of New Zealand south is without power. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Okay, I want to do on component begin overlap. Print string. I want to print it, and I actually need to turn off my spawning. Or actually, I can go... and grab this. I don't know where this is. Okay, so we are able to sense him. Okay. So how would we best... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we open up Paint and I explain what I'm thinking. You flew hang gliders for years? Oh man, that sounds like fun. Pylons were the stuff of nightmares, as were helicopters. You had one flying over you? Oh yeah, because yeah, the downward force of the air probably would be real bad. So here's what I'm thinking for the how to do the spawning, because we don't want to do... I still want to control it like per room, per area kind of thing. So we have a room, right? And inside the room, we can have like however many like spawn locations, right? We can have like, let's say all of these are spawn locations. Okay? But then we want to like actually spawn, let's say like, you know, 4 of them. Here, I'll make it bigger. We don't want to spawn 4 locations out of all these. So how do we specify only 4? I think right now we're already specifying 4. And then we're immediately spawning. Instead of spawning 4 right away, when it chooses one, it'll give it a tag. And then on overlap, I will check if it has the tag. And if it does, then it will spawn. And if it doesn't, then it won't spawn. That's what I think. I mean, that way we still maintain the ability to control the positions, how many in a certain room or zone / area, and yeah. Otherwise, the alternative would be like every single point would have a percentage chance to spawn, and then you might just get really unlucky, and just have like all of them in an area spawn, right? Even if each one had like a 1% chance to spawn, there's a world where all of them spawn. I mean, the chances of that are, you know, near 0, but it exists. And so not to control spawning of that kind, I think this is a decent way. So. if we go to the room manager, we have this. That's a pickup base. Spawn on the mobs. This. So what I want to do is... Oh, actually, I don't even need to do a tag. I can just delete if it doesn't pick it. I can just change this to get however many I want, keep them, and everything else delete them. In which case, no tags required, no checks required. Okay, let's do that instead. Okay. I'm going to do a class settings. Add a interactables to interact. Oh no, I don't want to interact because then no, I want what? I have a BPA game. Hold on. What does BPA game have? Game over. Decrease score, increase difficulty. I don't use this anymore. I think I might use game over. Okay, I'll use game. EPI game. And with that, I will also then introduce a spawn mob. What are we up to today? We're modifying the mob spawning. Right now, it's spawning all mobs in like per room, and I want to spawn them basically as a radius around my player when we need to. If they're way too outside of an area, there's no reason for them to spawn them. That's the idea. And so that will alleviate the whole loading like 100 mobs in one go, like in one frame kind of thing. So you want to just spawn mobs. And then we want to grab you. Oh, we need the room manager. Why do we need the room manager? I'll find out in a second. Okay, close you. Why do I need the room manager? Mob spawn to trigger. What does this do? Oh, it's just the patrol routes and the hidden shadow stuff. Well, that's fine. We can give it a when we can pass this along. I can promote it to variable. It's room manager. Make it exposed on spawn. Well, I don't need to expose on spawn. I can just set it. Set room manager. So we'll set the room managers on the ones we want to keep and delete the ones we don't. And then we pass that information along here. Spawn transform location. Get actor location. And then this takes care of the rest. Okay. So what I can do now here is spawn mobs. Bam. Well, yeah, it hasn't passed anything through yet. So it's gonna complain. It's fine. What I want to see now is if this is like far away. Where is he? Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, so it also triggers multiple times. We don't want to trigger it multiple times. So it's gonna spawn mobs and then destroy actor. And then for myself, real quick, where's my cone? Let me just do one of these. And then, you know what? Let's make it a little wider. Yeah, they're there. I want to put them further away near the edge. Yeah, as soon as I kind of got there in the invisibility, I saw them spawn in. Excellent. Yeah, they're there. Okay, so we want to make it a bit bigger, though. Yeah, like that. Oh, I don't know why they have the pivot point in the middle of a cone. It's the most inconvenient location. Usually, unfortunately, experts are usually doing the crazy stuff, so walking away becomes more difficult. Yeah, when you become more senior, you have to do crazier stuff. More difficult stuff, whatever it is, depending on what you're doing. Oh, look at that. They're desaturating. It's all working. Okay. So that seems like it works. Okay. So let's try this. mobs spawn area. So what we need to do then is in here where we do the spawning of the mobs. Instead of this, we have the spawn locations. No, we don't want the spawn locations. Now we want the actual actors. So right here. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not hooked up. Here. Okay. So this spawn mobs and level load. Get overlapping actors. Mob spawn location. Okay, so instead of this spawn locations, what we want to do is change this. So promote to variable. This is mob spawn actors. We want to add here. And then we can do a similar length check here. So nothing here has changed. If it's like a 0, then we're going to stone mobs. Otherwise, yeah. Hey, King Team, welcome in. How's it going? Is that a little sloth? Is that a little wavy sloth? I can't tell what it is, but it looks like a sloth. I hope you're having a lovely day either way. I don't think I need this anymore. Yeah, I can kill all of this. I don't need this mark room clear. No, I don't need room active time. I don't think I need that. Kill this. Call room entered. Room exited. Yeah, we no longer need this. I don't think we need this either. Oh. We mark room cleared. But this is no longer needed either. Yeah, this whole enemy blood spilled also not needed. We can kill that. Okay. You're welcome. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but you're welcome. Okay. So here we get the mob spawn locations. Then we shuffle. Instead of spawn location, we shuffle the mob locations. Okay. Then we get the last index here. Okay, so this is all fine. Okay, so now we probably don't want to do a for loop. We want to do a for each loop because we want to go through all of them. So let's move this to the side. And then let's grab spawn actors, do a for each loop. And then we're going to check if the array index is less or equal to the last index. Oh, sorry, not the last index. The amount to spawn. No, because that starts at 1. That starts with 0. So amount to spawn, minus 1. Alright, so if it is within those, then we set we need to now cast to we don't need to cast. We have an interface already set up for it. So let's use an interface. Set room manager, or assign room manager. There we go. So then here, set room manager. We don't need that. We need we need to have an output of a. Do we need an output? No, we don't need an output. We don't need an output. We need input. Room manager. Okay, so then we can assign a room manager, with the room manager being self. And then if it's false, destroy actor. Actor being so effectively, this should now work as a little area mob spawner. Do you have any tips on how to delete a landscape when it complains having landscape stream proxy still open? Well, I'll start with not knowing what a landscape streaming proxy is. So, no, I'm sorry. I don't know what a landscape streaming proxy is, so I don't know how what it is. I don't know how to guide you. Check the outliner. That's the best I can offer. Oh yeah. my bottle's a little broken now. Which is, you know, a little bit ironic. This happening today is a little bit ironic. I'll explain why after after the ads. All that is done automatically for partitioning the world landscape. Unfortunately, I am not an expert in world partitioning because I just haven't had much experience with it. So I don't know like the ins and outs of like what's good or bad, like or what to look out for that. At some point, I'll work with world partition and stuff, but have it, kind of need it, so I used it. Okay, ads are almost done. Okay, so as you see, my my bottle here is a little broken, or this cap thing is a little broken. It fully snapped off, and I say this is ironic because if you guys don't know, this is the LTT water bottle, and just this last Friday, I'm pretty sure, unless I am mistaken, and you know I've lost all sense of time. They announced and released a version 2 of this cap, which is better and sturdier because apparently the old one would break under certain conditions. And today, when I was trying to unscrew it, it was like really stuck on there. I don't know how I managed to like get it like that screwed on, and it snapped off. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's kind of ironic that they just released the version 2 that's supposed to be better and stronger, and I break mine. It's like, well, I guess time for a new lid. What's the worst thing isn't the fact that I need to buy it. Have a good one, King Team. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. The worst part isn't that I have to buy a new one. It's the fact that I live like a car's drive away. I can go to their location. Might be like an hour. I don't know. I didn't look at the time, how long it takes. Doesn't matter. I'm in the same general area. But the point is, it cost me $10 for shipping. I've been so spoiled by Amazon. The fact that there's any shipping costs at all, I've been so spoiled by Amazon Prime. And I know it. It's not their fault. But I'm just like, oh man, $10 for sure. So I ended up buying another thing that I didn't really need just to feel better, because the cap, like the bottle cap for like the cap for this was like $5. Shipping was 10. I could not bring myself to pay basically a 200% cost of the item. So I bought like another $15 item or whatever it was just to make it feel better. So now it's only 33% of the cost was shipping. Because again, the shipping cost didn't go up or down. It was like a flat fee. But still, I can drive to their location. I know that's not where they ship from. Again. Streaming progress are instances of landscapes which load only nearby the player to save in performance. But does that mean, by that logic, don't they just only appear during runtime? and they don't exist like in editor, in which case, yeah, why would I complain about them being still open? Are you still playing? Because that'd be funny. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have mobs. We have mobs kind of around us. If I pause and eject, we don't have mobs anywhere else. We have mobs there. Mobs all the way there. And I can see them popping up on the minimap. Ooh, now here's an interesting thought. So now, well, so it works. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of mobs in this one area. Which is fine, and a little variation has never hurt anyone. This, oh, I just saw those. So I think I need to do a little bit bigger of an area. A little bit wider of an area, I mean. Why do I have a dead... I have a dead guy there. Yep. Okay. It's working. This seems like a lot of them, though. Is it working, though? I feel like it's spawning a lot more than I would like. Oh, hold on. What? Access done trying to read room manager. Oh, wait, did I not? Oh my god, I didn't actually assign the room manager. Okay, there we go. Okay. I want to see... a little print string here. Of how many we're trying to spawn. $22, $20. Oh, those are the bigger rooms. Oh, that's right. No? No, like it's working. Like it's working real well. So mobs are no longer spawning in like yeah, willy-nilly, like all over the place. Now they still are spawned in, so if I pause and eject, right, I don't despawn them based on area. What would be good, and maybe we should do this, is if they leave the area, no, I don't want to have them leave. If I was thinking maybe if they leave the area, then Like they stop being mobs. But the problem with that is I'd want them to be chase you anyway. The trick was to load all partition and delete them from the land. And then the landscape. To load all partitioned. Yeah, see, I don't know enough about it to fully understand. Because by my logic, shouldn't everything be loaded in the editor anyway? So, yeah, I unfortunately, yeah, I don't know enough to even grasp the problem or the solution. Basically. Yeah, lots of leads. Yeah, lots of deletes. Okay. It's working. So the main thing this solves, by the way, I don't know if I explained it well, was spikes, like loading spikes, basically. Because it would try to load all mobs on the same tick, on the same frame, and that means spawning in basically 100 mobs, all with AI and everything, right, on the same frame, those frames would lag. And so now it only spawns them a little bit at a time. So that kind of solves the problem. Let me fix up some stuff. I'm gonna maybe make this 125. Some of that should be better. I wonder if I should angle it a little bit this way. Like a little bit this way. To make it like let's try that. I was going to make like a whole custom thing, like a custom shape and all that. I was like, why don't I just try with the cylinder first? And honestly, like that works really well. Hold on. Like, it grabs them all the way out to here. Right? That's actually quite nice. Because, yeah, that's a decent distance. I see them all the way out there. I don't need to see them further. Yeah. Great. Okay. Mob spawning improved. Drastically. Okay. So, shall we talk cards? AKA the cards and the deck building that we were discussing before. Because this is the main thing I wanted to do before I did that. And that's done. So, I want to introduce, right, the deck building system. For shits and giggles, just before the stream started, or right as it was like loading up, I went on Mid Journey. I'm like, hey, give me a UI for a deck builder. And I was curious, what will it give me? Will it give me anything good? For a UI for a deck builder, what do you guys think? Did it give me anything good? I'll give you a little hint. No. This is so useless. This is so useless. It looks pretty. I will admit, like, this is a very pretty design for a card. This is a very beautiful artwork. This is really nice. I'm looking for UI. I mean, you can kind of get some UI from like this one, right? Like maybe little, lines. And then you have the card. Like if you want to look at it like zoomed in and you maybe got some information about it. Like, yeah, you can get some stuff out of it maybe. You should probably have used another motor. V12? V8 engine? I don't have that great of a car to use different motors. Unfortunately, if you want to supply enough money for me to get a nicer car, I'll use a nicer motor. I don't mind. Or do you mean like I should use diesel instead? That probably was it. I'll go hit up Vin Diesel later. Anyway. I don't know, Leonardo AI have different is that what they're called in Leonardo AI? I don't know anything about Leonardo AI. That's the first time I've ever heard the word motors in reference to AI. So if that's what they're called in Leonardo AI, that's why I don't know anything about it. I just have Midjourney. I don't really go looking for 1,000 different ones. I use this so rarely that whatever. Like for shits and giggles, by the way, I wanted to see model. Yeah, they have different models. I know that, but not motors. I think motors is like for car engines. Maybe they call them motors. I want to see what like if I could get it to do like a cleave attack like UI thing. It just gave me swords. It doesn't know that what cleave means. I cannot get AI to give me anything I want. It's not there yet. Use it constantly find it useful. Is the one AI to dominate the world. Yeah, I know you know what you meant. You said it. Of course you'd know. I had no clue. Yeah, anyway. So, here's what we need. And I guess the point of why I'm bringing this up, they have a bunch of different presets. They have a few in Midjourney too, but like, I don't care. I'm using Midjourney just because that's the one I subscribed to a while back. So, might as well. Okay. So, let's figure out how we want to do this. We have these cards, right? Currently they have a 2:1 aspect ratio. I believe. But it could be modified. It could be like shrunk here to be like more narrow. What I mean is we could make it where it's like this, right? Where it's a square image here, and then more rectangular text here. So don't think this is like the final design or anything. Just a heads up. But what we need to do, okay? Things we need. We need cards available. Okay. We need to know. Like cards and deck. And we need to know for each card separately. We also need to know the card cost, and we need to know the I get deck. It's not deck cost, but like I guess available cost. I don't know. So there's a bunch of them, and they will give you different results. If you really want to make them useful, you need to try a few. I know. I don't care enough to go out and search for like AI tools. This is just one of those things like, hey, can I like get something that's like a cool like jumping off point? Like, I don't want to make my game with AI, but I see no problems using AI for inspiration. Basically, that's how I look at it. As long as I'm not recreating the AI one-to-one, I have no problems with it personally. I mean, you can recreate it one-to-one, but I feel like using it as a jumping off point is better. Using Copilot for a few things, but other things, it's rubbish. That's how you use it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, cards having cost. I want to discuss this with you guys. There's a few ways of doing card cost. The way I want to do it, and you can tell me this is stupid right away, or if you have better ideas, feel free to suggest them, is I have different rarities of cards. Let's say common, rare, and epic. And maybe a legendary. We'll just say that there's three of them, okay? The basic ones will all common cards will cost one card slot. So if you add that card into your deck, then it will like, why am I still playing? I'm being stupid. Then it will remove one card slot, right? So if you had 10 cards you could put in the deck, -1, you get 9, right? Very difficult math, I know. The next rarity will cost, for that same one card that is more powerful, would cost, let's say, 3 card slots or 2 card slots. And then the rarity after that will cost, more still. So maybe you go like 1 slot, 2 slots, like 5 slots. For like higher rarity and more power. You're lost. Okay. Let me explain from the beginning, because if you guys weren't here before, this is probably going to be... I probably skipped over some stuff. Which is probably important to go over first. So the system that... yeah. So we're going to have... at the very beginning of the game, you're going to have 10 cards. Okay? These 10 cards are like the base cards, 10. That you can make your deck with. Okay? Remember that you're a crab? Dumb it down, please. Okay, I'll bring it down to a crab level. No worries. So you have 10 cards. Even though we have 100 cards in the game, eventually, not yet, but eventually. Your specialty is dancing. Right now you have 10 cards. And then you have a deck. Okay? So you have a deck of cards that you can bring into this dungeon. Okay? The amount of cards you can put in here is limited by your deck cost. So by default, you will have 10 cards, and the amount of cards you can put in your deck is 10. Okay? So that's how this is. So the first run you do, you put all your 10 cards into your deck, most likely. What you can do is you don't have to fill up your deck to 10. You could just put in 1 card if you wanted to. You could put in 2, 3, 4, etc. You just cannot go. The cost of the deck is limited to 10. Each one of these is a common. So they cost 1. So 1 card is 1 slot or 1 cost of this deck. But let's say I have an upgraded card. So this was like, let's say, increased damage by 10%, and now I have an upgraded one, and this increases damage by 15%. Instead of costing 1, this one will cost 2. So even though I still have 10 cards, and one of them is a silver, if I want to bring, one of them is a level 2 card, if I want to bring that card in, I can only fit in 9 cards. Because instead of costing 1, it costs 2, right? So I can bring in more powerful cards, but less of them, or less powerful cards, but more of them. Following so far? And then to get new cards, you would get new cards from the boss. If you kill a boss, he'll have a card pool, and he will drop you a random card. Following sideways, perfect. So let's say the first boss has like 5 cards he has access to, and you can get 1. So he'll drop you 1 of 5 cards. There's a chance that you might roll to get an upgrade instead. In which case, he will look at which cards you have and find one that he has that you find one that you have that he also drops, and as long as there's at least 1 match, he'll give you the upgraded version of that card. So you can never get like a level 2 version of a card you never have. You'll always get the common version, the base version, first. Okay? Then you can get the upgraded if you continue to fight him like later and later and later. So there won't be like you run like 5 runs and you somehow manage to get lucky and get like the most powerful version, and then you put 3 of them like in the deck. You can upgrade the deck cost. So this deck, like how many cards you can have in the deck, or how many points, whatever it's called. I haven't decided like the names and everything. You upgrade this 10 to be a higher number using some of the meta progression stuff. So as you continue to beat the bosses, maybe the bosses will also drop you items that will help you upgrade the deck. Or maybe the mobs will help you drop items that somewhere will drop items that will help you upgrade the amount of cards you can have in your deck. So the benefit to having so you maybe eventually will have 100 card deck if you wanted to, or 100 or 1,000, like costing deck. You can have all max level cards in there. But the more cards you put in, the less chance you get the combo you want. But the fewer cards you put in, the higher chance that your combo cards appear all 3 together, and then you have to like remove 2 of them from your combo. Because keep in mind, they come up 3 at a time, and you only pick 1. So if you get multiple combos in one, you lost your combo. If it was like a 3-card combo, it's possible that, hey, goodbye combo. So you have to balance out, do you want more cards or less cards? And you can't like just have a small combo. You like plan for multiple things. So I think this is like a fun system. That allow you to do like customize the runs to how you want to run them. You can run them with more cards and more. And one thing to keep in mind is, if let's say you have 10 cards, they come up 3 at a time. So they'll come up 3, 3, 3, and then last one will have your one last card that you put in the deck, and then everything after that is all health ups.
Ads up here. Pausing for ads.
So you'll have you continue to run, you'll just always get health ups, which maybe that's good enough. Maybe you could make it pretty far with that, but who knows? Hey, J. Kill, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Your deck equals 5 exotic cards. There you go. Check Discord during ads. I think those might be useful. Let's see. Not necessarily. It's nice to see there's a 2D graphical design preset. That's cool. That's good to know. You're learning game creation with zero experience. You can't even get past the UI since you're struggling with it. There's a ton of tutorials on YouTube to get started with Unreal. Tons of them. I recommend watching them. And don't just watch. Follow them and then do something on top of them. So if it tells you to make how to make a box and how to make a box move, now make 10 other things that are in a box, have them move, and maybe see if you can make them jump, or have them, using the same kind of or may have them move in an odd way, right? Build on top of the tutorials, and then as you slowly work through it, it'll become easier and easier, and you'll learn that way. Don't just watch a tutorial and that's it. Watch and follow and build upon that. That's my recommendation. As far as I was thinking something along the Hearthstone one. If you guys have never played Hearthstone, this is the UI for that. So you have to watch tutorials, then practice it constantly. Well, not constantly, just whatever if you don't know something, look it up. If you can't figure it out on yourself, look it up. Try to understand it and then recreate it yourself. Basically, you want to, if you can't, after watching a tutorial, recreate it yourself, that's fine. Look at one part that you missed and then do it again. Basically, you want to get to the point where you can do it without following and understand why. Ali, this is one of your favorite beginner YouTuber? Ali, for a beginner YouTuber? Are we thinking about the same guy? Hold on a second. The guy that does AI. We're talking about...
Lower.
Yeah. We're talking about him. He's fantastic. This is the guy who I got started with my AI for. Really good guy. This ain't beginner. This is not beginner. He goes over EQS. That ain't beginner. When you're struggling to use the UI, you don't do this. This is great when you want to okay, now you're starting to learn AI and stuff. He's fantastic. Recommend him greatly. But he's not beginner. Intermediate, I'd say. Intermediate. 3 years starting with environments and trees, birds, and such. That's what I want to learn mostly. There you go. Yeah, start with that. Figure out how to get materials in and work on materials. Get your assets in. Lighting and how that works. Yeah. You don't need to go into blueprints even if you don't want to. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here though. This is a good. If you want more beginner stuff, Matt Asplund is great. That's what I would recommend for beginner tutorials. He does a lot fewer tutorials these days, but if you search for popular, there's a lot of them. like a directional movement, like how to just use like on-screen prompts. A lot of them is are very simple stuff. But when you're learning it, or like getting started with this is great. This is why I recommend. There's a few other ones that I know, but some I don't recommend. Some, but this is the best one, I think, for getting started. Matt Asplund. Here, I'll link it in chat. Oh, well, if you guys have been saying something in YouTube chat, I couldn't see it. Hold on. Also, rip you too. Yeah. in case you haven't, just Hold on, let me open up the YouTube chat in a different way. 1 second. Because I can't see you guys. Pop out. Look, there you guys are. Look at you guys. Hey, I took over. No. You have no mouth that you must scream. What are you, Neo? Unreal Sensei? I don't remember. I don't think I don't know if I've ever watched this stuff. I don't remember. Oh, I have a few. But does he do tutorials? Like I've seen like this pop up and yeah, there's 3 years ago. 1 year ago. Yeah, he hasn't done anything for a long time. Maybe, and like that's it. This is all his videos. There's barely anything here. So, unless we're talking about a different Unreal Sensei, there's not much here in terms of like beginner tutorials or just tutorials in general. People talk about him, but yeah, there's not much to look at. The last picture you sent looks quite good for it. Yeah, the pictures that you're sending. Here, I'll open it here. Although honestly, I mean, this is not bad for a deck builder, actually. Because this is the one, right? This is the one I wanted to bring up. This is Hearthstone one, where you have the cards on the left. And you build a deck and it just has vertical. I kind of like this actually, which is you have the cards here all laid out, and then they maybe become small cards here, and then you would have a scroll right, and this would scroll down. You are streamer bot, you will delete you us all. No, don't do it. The UE5 beginner course. What UE5 beginner course? Like this video? This is one video. You talking about this? Like, is this what you guys were talking about? I'm personally not a big fan of one video that goes over everything, because I personally want to control like what I learn for. But it's 3 years ago. It's not even 2 years. It's 3 years old. Oh, this year video has been updated, he says. In the Oh, there's an updated video, sorry, 2 years ago. Yeah, that's 5 hours. It's a 5-hour video. I feel like this is good for some, definitely. Because you can go over multiple things, but depends on what you need. You might not care about a lot of this, so you can of course skip through it. Like if you're not an environment artist and you don't care about the environments, this video doesn't give you anything, right? Like if you want to create like if you want to do like more AI stuff, you want to do more character stuff, you want to like this is great specifically for environments. So it's Unreal 5 environment beginner tutorial, or environment artist like beginner tutorial, right? This is good, but a lot of it is going to be like maybe not for you. Depends what you need. You decided all the beginners are too complicated for you, so you do without it. There you go. Also, how far are you going in game creation? 40-50% through the prototyping phase, I would say. I read that earlier, and I thought I answered it, but I'm thinking about it, I don't think I did. So sorry about that. Okay, so I actually like this idea. Okay. The other thing I want to change about mine, right, is mine are this really long ones, and I don't want them to be really long ones. I want them to be shorter. Right? I want it to be like maybe like half of this in height. Here's the question. How do we do descriptions for them? Here's what I'm thinking. Actually, going off maybe of this design. Let's like, if I was to use like this as a reference, what we can do is let's say it'll be like this, right? This is the picture, right? It's gonna be very happy and very angry. And then here, what I can do is have the name, and then I can have like melee, and then ranged. But instead of these being like actual text here, this would be like hover over the mouse and you could see the melee versus ranged. The benefit of that is it's cleaner. The downside of that is you can't immediately see what it, like all the information about it without like hovering over it. The other downside of that is controller. Right? You can't, this is difficult with controller. How do you do hovers and stuff like that with controllers? It could be just that you have the card selected. Like I can make it so you can like navigate through the cards and always it will just pop up, right? If the card is selected. So you'd always see it on console. The other option is to just have all the text here. And then have like use keywords, and keywords get like explained further here. Check general. I think that's kind of a good solution example. Hey, KS, welcome in. What type of style? What style of cards are you going for? I haven't decided on the style yet. Right now, I'm just working on mechanics. Like visual style will be figured out later. This is from the game that became 18 plus gambling. People said it was gambling because it was. Is it that game? Like the art style seems familiar, but so whole. Oh, it's this is wait. This is Vampire Survivors? No, I was not thinking Vampire Survivors at all. Wait. So, okay. You're going to explain this to me. These are cards. I assume 22 out of 222 is how many cards you can have. But there's no deck. Oh, cards unlocked. Okay, got it. Nah. No, I think for us, this is not going to work. Arizona Gamer, welcome in. What am I doing? We're finding around a design for the card system. So... Here we see the entire text you see immediately. And I want the entire text to be visible, honestly. That would be best. But the problem is we have a melee and a ranged version. We have a lot of text. I don't want the text to be super tiny. Hear me out all the time? Well, like when you're looking through the card, once they're in your deck, it doesn't have to be big. It can be tiny. It doesn't even have to be like readable. But I feel like when you're selecting the cards or trying to find the cards you want, being able to see what the cards does, like at a glance, like I do here, right? I can just immediately see what these do. I don't need to select them. I can be like, okay, I like that. So that's what I'm talking about. So it's not all the time. Once they're in your deck or like, you know, selected or whatever else, you know, obviously, whatever. Then it can be like this small version where it just has the like the name of the card and maybe the drawing. But here, up here, I would like to have the full description. The problem with the full description is, right, is we have some cards that have a lot of description, which is like they have a ranged version and a melee version. And depending on which one you're doing, it will do different things. You know how you make building tutorials? Yep. The building series? Yep. So, check the other image. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, I'll be honest. Yeah, you got stat. I don't know what is going on here in the middle. But you got 3 cards. Map, stats, weapons, card picked. Mills and map. Yeah, but this doesn't help me with the deck building part. So, I get really, I think we're gonna go with this as the base. And then we can have the cost of the card maybe in the top right corner or something. And then have a different frame or something to signify the rarity. Or maybe we don't have the cost. Maybe it's just the frame, which will signalize the rarity, will automatically be the cost. So it's going to be consistent. Okay, how do we do... Here's what we need to figure out. How do we put all of this text neatly on a card? Once we can figure out how to put this large amount of text neatly on a card, well, obviously having smaller font will help, right? And maybe that's all that's needed. And I'm overthinking it. With a neat font. I mean, yeah, that's probably all I need, honestly. How do we divide... Okay, here's a better question. How do we divide... There are cards that have ranged and melee as the same thing, like this. Affects ranged and melee the same. Reduced armor, right? Affects ranged and melee the same. But these have a separate range and a separate melee thing. How do we separate those out? You want to help with making the buildings in the game? You're making non-enterable till later updates? What? You want to help making buildings in the game? You're making non-enterable till later updates. Make it so when you hover over it. So you need help making buildings that you don't want people to enter? Is that did I understand right? Just set up collisions. Just have collisions and then they can't get in. Different colored fonts. I like, instead of different colored fonts, I like maybe doing it like this. Title and then like melee and then ranged. And maybe it'll be different colored backgrounds instead of different colored fonts. But different colors to break things up might work. And then for the ones that are the same, will just be like single. Well, they'll still have the title, or the title, and then they'll have the single. Oh my god, that AI looks so good. You're so smart. It doesn't look very good, but the idea behind this type of layout is decent. Yeah. And that's really what I'm using it for. Is the layout and the idea behind it. You know, but you don't know how to make buildings. But we'll try to figure out how. There's a lot of ways to make buildings. I mean, depends what you're trying to do. You can go, like, model them yourself. You can get a lot of modular kits on the marketplace. You just pre-made buildings on the marketplace, too. You can go with a PCG route. Yeah, so many options. Oh, this just reminded me. There's someone on the marketplace that is basically selling my PCG asset. So if it's not me, it email Epic. There's a few people that are like that. They're not. One person a while back reached out to me, and they made it sound like they were using the my stuff exactly, but it was different. Either way, the stuff that you're seeing is the old 5.3 stuff that's so much worse than the 5.4 stuff that I'm showing you guys how to do now. Either way, their stuff is already far worse than the tutorial you can get for free by watching my stuff. So, don't spend money, follow the tutorial. Or if you don't want to follow the tutorial, throw $5 at me and grab the project file on Patreon. It'll be cheaper. Maybe better to learn. I recommend learning. I don't know how much those projects are though. I know one of them was very expensive. They're working on a working stair elevator system currently. Who are they? Oh, you were saying like they're updating their Wait. Hold on. Are you saying the one that's currently up on is updating their stuff exactly with my stuff? Send me a DM on actually, I mean, I could probably pull it up. What's the name of it? I'm curious. Alex something? Oh, okay, let's... What's the name of the asset? Because you can't find it searching for someone's name. Anyway, okay, well, build a gen. It has 1 rating, 1 star. Good start so far. Yeah, that looks very much like mine. And I say that because every other one and balconies. That looks very similar to mine. Oh yeah, that's the... I mean, there's some differences. There's differences. Right, number of doors. They're combining the third, the level 3 stuff, the 5.3 stuff with the 5.4 stuff. Oh, this is different. Yeah, right there. I can't zoom. I can't zoom on this. Why can't I zoom on this? Open a new tab. Right there, wall offset. You guys see that? You see this? This is my old 5.3 stuff. This is my old stuff. The wall offset pivot. Yeah, this is old 5.3 stuff. This is like not using the new 5.4 for former kegs, right? Yeah. This is I wouldn't say they're like took my stuff in completely. They're basically combined the old 5.3 stuff with 5.4 stuff.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Good, I'm gonna sell the 5.4 stuff before someone else does it. But yes, it is very clearly my base. 100%. This is my setup. Literally. It has been tweaked and just put on the marketplace. But yes. This is also a lie. I can't even say that's with a straight face. Also, there's no roof. What do you say? Why do you say stair elevator stuff? Ah, I already have the stairwell, elevator, shaft logic, and working on interior walls. August 17th. Hold on. When did I release my video? Just for shits and giggles. I did not have interiors or elevator stuff done at that time. So mine released much later. Elliot, welcome in. You know what's gonna be funny? If we just spammed one-star reviews and linked the original YouTube video. He already has a single one-star review. I'm curious. Seems copied from a YouTube video. Thanks, Explorer. Oh, look at that! It's my 5.3 plus. I see 2 tutorials. Sidewalk and graffiti can be taken from another channel. $20. 5.4. Yeah. Well, you guys are here. You can follow the tutorial from me and ask me questions directly. For free. You can have access to the entire building series. And if you wanted to. And this is entirely if you wanted to. For only $5, you can have that entire project plus every other project that I've ever released up to date. At every iteration of the stage. Full interior generator will come out later. Update and know what will it be though? Because I'm working on your own game right now. Huh. With 4 months of project, we could sell so much of our stuff in the marketplace. If I see someone just straight up copying my stuff, I will take it down. Definitely. Any video showing how this works? You'll make one soon. Most likely today. The video is up. Hold on, I want to see this. Video showcase. Why does it look like this? What? Oh, because it's glass. So yeah, it's definitely different. Because if I look here, where is it? Here. Right, we have number of floors here, wall height. What a surprise. Hey, Miss Brisgay, look him in. Floor variation, yeah, this is also the same. Yep, same. Hey, look, this is literally 5.3. This is my 5.3. Number of doors, same. First, yeah, this is my this is all the same. This is different. So this is same. And then we have the meshes being piped in here in this tutorial. I assume now that it's 5.4, he swapped over to the data assets. But this video probably came out during 5.3, I'm guessing. Got it. So you know what's funny about this part? Let's see if you can find it. Of our spline, but of course there's one last thing that is actually easy to make. Some of the stuff. This is not a good tutorial anymore. But that's my tutorial how to spawn. I fly to spawn tables and chairs and all that. This is Superior has doors after all. Hey, I have doors in my latest videos. What's going on? This guy's stealing your work. So yeah, I was brought up that this guy clearly took very high inspiration, like probably 80+% inspiration from my setup. And selling for $20. It's not as good as mine, which is funny. And it makes sense why it's not as good. Because when you copy someone and you don't know like the ins and out and don't understand everything, like to a high degree. No, he's already selling it for $20. There's a single 1-star review that someone linked my video and seems copied from a YouTube video. I don't actually know how to comment on this. Like, there's no option for like posting a comment or replies. I have no idea. I've never used this. These people have no shame. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys want this project and you have no desire to learn for yourself, $5, get it, and every single project previous. Like, even if you didn't want to learn for whatever reason, then just get it for $5, which is a better and a more updated version, and it'll get updates every like, well, like every couple of weeks or every week, depending on like how I'm doing it. Yeah, the next things to do is interiors, because we already have interior walls and everything. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I mostly find it funny. The 1-star review answer is great. It's hilarious. Because now that's there. So if people are looking at it, they're going to see 1, a 1-star review, and 2, they're going to see the video where I show the tutorial, the old one too. But now, this is the new one, right? And this one's gets so much better. Right, we have interiors, we have doors. We now have, we just finished up the stairs elevator system. You rate your card that you made in paint. Nah, me. What? Oh, name? Like, nah, me, name? Oh. Oh, you read it as nah, me instead of name. I see. You went, please apply for a refund. It's a shame Fab is not going to have comments on release. These types of are probably going to count on that. That is possible. The fact that they have no comments, do they have ratings though? Comments are really important, I feel like. Not having comments sucks. I am planning to release something on Fab soon-ish. Hey, that guy Ace, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of building stuff. I haven't seen this one, but there's a few other ones that are built off of mine that are even more expensive. I've seen, like, none of them are like 100% ripoffs, but yeah. This is the interior that he's using. Okay, I can close this. For the separation of melee and range attacks, what is this? Ooh. Okay. Okay, X. Is this from you, Jesus Freak? Is which you're robust enough to generate cities or even recommended? Depends. So it depends on how you generate a city. It is for me. Okay, got it. Thanks for this. I ask because when I'm in streamer mode, I just see X. And so I'm like, okay, who's X something? And I just look over, see XX Jesus Freak. I'm like, okay, maybe that's you. This is nice. I like this a lot. Yeah, putting like melee and range on one side versus the other. I do like this. And then, yeah, this is really nice. Could do like a nice clean border. I mean, this is what it looks like once it's in the deck. Also, I like how it's on mobile. I just realized this is the mobile phone. It's doing a mobile interface. But yeah, like, oh, when you mean cities, you mean like full internals? No. Well, I would not use PCG to build a city with internals and everything, in one go. If you tried to, you'd probably crash your computer because there'd be way too many points and computations. What you can do is generate one building at a time and then bake that building down and then use it and then use another something to spread that building around once it's generated. So you use like one PCG to create variations with interiors and everything you want. You lock it down, so it's no longer live PCG. It's just an instance blueprint, like with all this good stuff. And then you use another PCG graph that then spreads it out with the city blocks or whatever else. That will probably work. But doing it like in one go will probably crash your computer. So, yeah. Was there the Kid Bash problems help with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a really nice Arcel. Is there a specific game you play to make you want to make games? No. Uh-oh. So I'm a weird guy. I work in the 3D industry. I say 3D industry like the film games, like encompassing 3D. I've never been inspired by anything. Ever. Pretty much. I've never looked at something and been like, wow. Amazing. How do I want to do that? I've tried things and I've done things that I've enjoyed. And then like I said, I want to do that. I learned about Maya 6.5 when I was in high school. And I tried it and I learned about the 3D modeling and I loved it. It was super fun. And that's it. I did not get inspired by anybody. There was not a movie I saw. There was not a game I played. There was nothing. I just did it and it was fun. And that's it. So right now, I work at a big company working on a big feature film TV shows. Depends on what I'm doing at the time. It's either films or TV shows. I couldn't care less. I genuinely could not care less what I'm working on because I enjoyed the work. So, because I enjoy the Unreal aspect of it, working in Unreal and doing all that stuff, I don't care if you're having me do A or B or C, or working on A, B, or C in the end. Now, I'm having a lot of fun working on my own game because I have full creative control of how I want it to work. Obviously, I enjoy that far more. But I don't have like the one thing or the two things that like maybe like, yes, I want to go into this industry with it now. No. I just genuinely enjoy it. Just crazy, you already had so many different games, ideas, dreaming, watching stuff, reading. This is the first game I've pretty much like actually attempted. You kind of have some sort of control, I guess. But it's our game. You were inspired by League of Legends because you saw, I was like, okay, you can make your own since the game is dying. Is the game dying? Is it needed to have a degree to do game making? No. No. Feel like you've gone by so far with YouTube alone? These days, no. I graduated as valedictorian of my class in 2011. Aside from being able to now move to Canada for a while, And I haven't needed my degree for anything. Not a single place I've ever applied has been like, so what's your degree? As long as your portfolio looks good, no one cares. Or the people that care only say they care. They don't actually care. They care because someone told them to care, not because they actually care. League inspiration is wild. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Okay, so here's I think what we're going to be doing. I think we go with this kind of layout. And then this kind of breakup, or this kind of like more of a card based. This is clearly Diablo inspired, this one, but it even has a D there. I like this left right thing versus a top down. I think this is a lot better. Right now, you really want to get into game history. It feels like there's you have less of a chance for it to happen because of a degree. You know, just an old stereotype we grew up with or told by parents. Everyone will tell you that they want a degree, but I will tell you this now. If your portfolio looks amazing, no one's going to care. There's nobody. I remember in 2012, there was an effects... God damn it, got guts. There was an effects artist that was amazing in 2012. And he didn't have a degree. And I'll tell you this. He was the only effects guy in the studio at the time. And I'm 99% certain he made more than anyone at that studio that was an artist. Because when you're good, no one cares. All of a sudden, those little things just don't matter. So if you're worried about like a degree, don't be. Work on your portfolio. Work on games you want to do. And this includes, by the way, like hobby games that you're making for yourself. Make some small games. Do it. Put it on your portfolio. Work with other people. If you don't want to do like a full thing by yourself, it's fine. Work with other people. That also shows that you have good collaboration skills. Do you run D&D games? Are you a dungeon master? Put that on your portfolio. That's game design. Agree unless or less than work experience. Exactly. Unless you need a visa. Yep. That's pretty much exactly what I said. You play D&D games, you want to try DMing? Do DMing. Do some DMing. If you can hold a good story where players are coming back week after week, you know, for a long time, that means you're making it you can make it an engaging world. Right? And if you don't have a lot of like professional experience, that's good stuff to put on your resume. Also, demo reel first, resume second. That doesn't mean that resume doesn't matter, but as far as I know, people will look at your demo reel before they look at anything else. They don't care about anything else. Because if your demo reel sucks, they don't care about even your name. Which should be on your demo reel, but that's a different story. You're in your 4th year of computer engineering, and companies are looking for experience above everything, struggling to even get a foot in the door. Yeah, it's the catch-22, right? To get experience, you need to have a job, and to get a job, you need to have experience. Nothing has changed in the past decades. It's been like this. It's still like this. It sucks. It really sucks. That's why I say, especially if you're doing it in the game industry, make games do game jams, do other small things. And then after the game jam ends, if you're seeing like, hey, the game like looks pretty good so far, like it's being fun, it's etc. Continue working on it past the game jam. Make it like just keep the scope small because you're trying to put it on your portfolio. You're not doing like a full game like I am. That you can be like, yeah, you have a full-time job, so you can, take time on it. But like make it like a little small games and just back it up, put it on your reel, and then hey, at that point, if you made this little small game, put it even on Steam, and now you have professional experience, and that's it. Put it on your reel. That goes a long way. It does. Most recent game jam you did with a friend, open up your skill set to blueprints interfaces and level design. Yeah. Leveled. Wait, why'd you spell it out? You spelled it correctly in the first place. What's the problem, Leo? You spelled it correctly. Oh, is there a... Oh, BTV has custom emotes. I don't see that one. Normally, I see all the custom BTV emotes. But maybe you see it because you have it enabled on your side, but I don't have it enabled on my side? Maybe? Because I use BTV on 7T, but I didn't see that. For level replaces with I'm stupid. Yeah, that's not one I have on my channel. Doing is learning, absolutely. That's how I've been doing everything myself here. Try things, fail, try again, change things, right? I mean, here. I brought it up before too, right? But, and this is what I always like to show, like, don't be afraid to change things. Because just remember, where is it? This was the game. This was the game. Right? This was the Game Jam game. It looks a little bit different than it does now, doesn't it? Obviously, I don't have like the actual environments done, but like everything has changed. So yeah, like if you feel like you have a good direction in a game jam, let's like continue it. I love the way I look, lol. I'm glad you like the way you look, KS. That's important. This looks familiar. Yeah, this was the game in January. That's how they could look like in January. Thank God I said tag along. And I appreciate you for it. Think you're at a point where you can't make something in 2 weeks or anything, but you need to work on it? You don't need to make something in 2 weeks. Make something in a month. It's fine. Right? Just continue working on something. Make something in a month. Make something small. Here's like if you're struggling to here's actually a great suggestion. If I say so myself. Ad starting soon. Okay, we'll see. Can I make it before the ad plays? If you want to have great ideas that people will want to play and games that will show like your skill level, you have to first wait for ads.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
That's the most important part. Wait, I'm here. We pause for ads anyway. Teleport jutsu. In case there are others, I'll still wait. Sell out. Wait, what? Ads are the key to success. I mean, I wish I didn't have to play ads on Twitch, but you kind of have to, or you get pre-rolls. And if you get pre-rolls, you can't grow at all. Like, there's 0% chance of growing. With ads, at least there's a chance. It doesn't mean it'll happen, but at least there's a chance. It's funny when you say something important and ads play it, like, bruh. Yeah, that's why it's fine. That's why I pause for ads. That's why every time in chats I gotta say pausing for ads. Right? Because I do. So you guys don't miss anything important. I sometimes still do some small things that don't matter. But usually I just stop. Some things gonna... Oh man, those 3 cents. I mean, that actually, that's being generous. Those 0.3 cents you guys give. Oh. And only the ones on Twitch, by the way. You guys on YouTube are freeloaders. I don't play YouTube ads. The universe eliminate any chance of advice. Okay, so if you want to make small games that are going to be fun for people to play, you have no ideas, and you want something small that you can do in like 2 weeks, maybe a month tops, depending like on your skill level, go play any game on mobile. You know those mobile ads that you see all the time? Like that guy who runs like left or right and then increases or decreases the amount of little guys that appear that shoots, right? There's like 1,000 different types of like little games that they show and be like, and then you could try out, but when you actually get to the game, it's not that at all. Make that game. Just make it. If you don't have like, if you're not a game designer, you're having trouble just figuring out what to make, just make that. You hate those? Yeah, the ads suck. The games don't even have to be fun. But the point is, once you make one of those, you'll all of a sudden realize, oh, I can make games. Oh, it is actually possible for me to make a game in this time. And the blockade, the mental blockade that you have on yourself of being like, oh crap, like I cannot make a game in 2 weeks. Like it's impossible. You've seen those ads. They're not very complex games, right? It's the, it's like, this one. Right? There's like a 1,000 of these type of games, like this kind, right? Just make it. Make this one. Make a different one. There's like 1,000 of them with, you can watch ads all the time. And again, you don't need to, also this is interesting. This is Unreal apparently. Someone made into a video. There you go. There's your idea. Put it on your demo reel. That you made this game. Show like all the stuff on it. That will do well. It'll show you that you can go project start to finish. At the very least. It's less of ideas because you have some ideas. The problem is too big of an idea. That's why I say make one of these so you understand the scope. This right now is the know-how for some things, and most of it is like skill. Is like skill or still. Yeah. Make something small. It doesn't even have to be multiple levels. Having like a single level, and this is like randomly generating like plus minus multiplications here, and then it just spawns AI that all follow you. This seems like a great practice. Most of the ideas you have involve like open world as types. Yeah, I can't do that for first. Nope. Too big scope. Too big. That's why when you're an indie dev, that's why I'm doing a roguelike. Like the scope of my game isn't small, right? It's not a small scope. But I think I've made considerable progress in the what? It's almost October. In the what, 7-8 months of doing like a day's worth of work a week. What does that amount to? So roughly, so if we're going like 8 months times 30 days, well, no, it's 8 months, divided by 4.5, sorry, times 4.5, this time at 36 weeks. So I've done around, 36 days. So I've done like over a month of work during this time, actually. So probably like a month and a half of work has gone into this game. Of actual work time. Because again, I stream 2 to 3 hours a day. Not all of it is 100% focused on the game because I'm interacting with you guys. So yes, it's taking me longer over the course of the time, but you can get to where I am in about a month and a half. That should give you a better estimate. So you're not hoping for fiduciary success. You want to make the game you wish your others were. 50 minutes a day, 5 days a week is 40 hours. 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week is 40. Wait, what? Where's this math? 15 minutes a day for 5 days a week is an hour and 15 minutes. What do you mean it's 40 hours? Yes. That's an hour and 15 minutes. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week is 40 hours. Which is considerably longer. 40 hours a year. Okay. In a year, okay. You didn't specify in a year. So my brain immediately went to week because you said 5 days a week. So that's on me, to be fair. Okay, sometimes 15 minutes can feel like a long time. It's true. And when you're taking a shit, it doesn't feel like long enough. So yeah, that was I hope that's you know, at least reassured you that yes, you can do it. You don't need like, you know, I have multiple elites here in one go. My goodness. I can block. You wonder if you post some clips of the stuff you're working on, you can critique it? Absolutely. Bro, for real? What happened? You can absolutely do it. Just keep in mind, I do not sugarcoat things. I just say how it is. I am not the kind of person to be like, oh no, it's great, let's give them a participations trophy. As long as you're fine with that, absolutely. That'd be a good stream idea. Playing and giving advice in the games. Yeah, if you guys have you know, If you guys have questions, you can always ask. It's very far from complete, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, what is this cube? Your line looks like a cube. What's going on here? You're still using Unreal Engine? My good sir. What do you think my character is? Leo, what do you think my character is right now? Hold on, here, let me help you. Maybe it's hard to tell. Who do you think this is? Just because he's been turned into a sprite doesn't mean I'm not using the mannequin. What's the meaning of life? To help me on my game. What do you mean, Good Guts? Come on. Obviously. The world revolves around me. I thought we were all on the same page here. You have 2 hours to go and then critique it all. I mean, that'd be fun. Sure, buddy. Hey, let me live in my fantasy for just a moment. He was always there. That's a dude ready for fencing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. He does kind of look like he wears that outfit. I need to figure out, one thing I need to figure out is how to do sound, but have it be stopped by certain walls. I'm so surrounded, I'm not blocking. I healed once. I lived. Scientifically speaking, the meaning of life is just to preserve our genetic code long enough to pass it on. What about people like me that don't want to have kids? By that logic, do I have no meaning of life? Because I have no desire to pass on my genetic code? Like the brick walls? No, so like this is a wall between rooms. I should not have been able to do that. I should not have been able to do that. What? Let me just, to do teleporting through room walls. Fix. Whoops. Stay away from science. Okay, are you gonna post the game down, by the way? Or because Leo, just so I know if you're about to post it or not. I'll hang around a little bit longer if you are. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Does level incident affect attenuation when it's not loaded? Affect attenuation when it's not loaded. Well, the characters are not. I can put it in general if you want, or you can, if you join the game dev section, you can put it in the game dev discussion. Or if you don't want to join the game dev section, then put it in general. My characters are not in level instances; they're in the persistent, so I don't know. if that does affect it or not. I'll be honest. Mute warning, loud sounds. Okay. Post away. Okay, so already critique before I even watch this. Our game's too loud, man. Large files. Hold on. Oh, yeah. The game's too loud, Leo. It just how can you do this? And now your game's too big. By the way, if you guys don't know, if you're on Windows 11, the snipping tool has a record option. It's one of the few things that I like about Windows 11. By one of the few, I think this might be the only thing I like about Windows 11. If you didn't know, you can hit the record button here. And then you can do like a new recording of an area. And then hit start. And then it'll record it for however long you want. Right there. And I have it muted, so it's not even recording any audio, but you can tell it to record audio. And you can, when you hit stop, you just have your video. And then the best thing is, because you can turn off, in the settings, you can turn off the option to autosave, so it doesn't autosave the videos. Then you can click copy, and you can paste it into the Discord, or wherever you want. And it works. So you don't have to save these files. You just screen record, hit copy, and paste it. It's great. It's the only thing in Windows 11 that I appreciate. And this functionality could have been just added to Windows 10. There's no reason it couldn't have been. So I use that all the time. It's really nice? Yeah. I use it all the time. And then you can click save if you want. Yeah, I think in the settings, there's an option to turn off autosave, which is what I did. You didn't know about copying and pasting in? That's amazing. Yeah. No need to save. Continue on. I'll have to record. Well, I'm wrapping up for the night, Leo. We were waiting on you. I'm pretty much wrapping up for the night. Tomorrow we'll start setting up the card system. So if you want, I can wait another 5 minutes if you could get it up in another 5 minutes. Or in 5 minutes. Or we can do it tomorrow. Or I can give you feedback. Oh! We get it in? Hold on. Not the gameplay. The gameplay events were too big. That's fine. Let's see. Some nice effects. Okay, watch out, by the way, for stuff like this. I don't know where your camera is going to be, like for your actual gameplay. But careful with doing too intricate things that are too small on screen. Because that might just all, like, kind of blend into each other and just, like, compress too much. So just heads up on that one. That's not bad. Yeah. Cool effect. The only question I have is it meant to be fire, or is it just meant to be like magic particles, like type thing? Because it doesn't read like fire, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to read like fire. If it's not supposed to be like read like fire and it's just supposed to be like You know, like magic particles? Just magic particles? Okay. They're red, so, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. What I would try for this, and this is a personal thing, I'm not a big fan of particle-based, like, effects. Like, little points-based effects. This is a me thing. What I like is to use sprites that have like some kind of design pattern on them, like maybe a little swirl on them or something that's not a perfect little dot or circle. And then you can still swap. You can still use the same effect. I would try swapping it out for a little more like a more intricate pattern of some kind, like maybe a little noisy one, and like maybe a wispy one. And just have it be like sprites. You might even get away with even less points then. It'll give you a different look. Maybe this is the look you want, but that's just like a thought process. Because do I have? Where is my? Let's see if I can find. Not blink and dash. Where is the? It's a big. No, it's not big enough. This one. So this is again. This is a personal. This is a preference for me. I don't like these, and I know this again. This is a personal thing, right? These are explosions, but they use the little point particles. They don't read like well for whatever it's doing, but ones that have like this to me reads really well. But the only difference is these are like little points and these are sprites. Oh yeah, I totally understand. That's why I'm saying, like, try using sprites. You can get really nice, like, soft, like, effects using the same system you already have by swapping points for sprites, or like larger but like softer, like sprites like this. Again, it'll give you a different look. Maybe that's not the look you're looking for, and that's fine. Go back to what you were doing because it looks fine. I think Black Myth Wukong, they use a font, a bunch of different ancient characters as particles. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, you could absolutely do that. But yeah, like all of this kind of stuff, right? It looks odd. Oh, to me at least, it looks odd. I saw a video of you running through a landscape you made. Pagee's Disco Nitro. All good, all good. You can always get it to me tomorrow. I'll be live again tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific, and we'll get started with the card system. We're gonna be setting up the UI, and we're going to do figure out how to populate it. Probably change up the card design as well. We gotta do that. There's gonna be lots of card stuff coming up, so hope you guys are ready for that. And you make that up, that is fine. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you guys for joining me. Back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific for some good old game dev. Take care, guys. Till tomorrow. Take care. Bye.